If a tapasvi like Maharishi Vishwamitra ji is unable to control his senses and got into trap with Menaka, then how normal people like us can control our senses? Can you please elaborate your thinking on this subject? Very, very interesting question. See, we have to understand the story in full, and I will try to explain my thoughts in this. There was a person called as Indra, not by name, by title. Indra is like a king of devatas, is called as Indra. Indra Devata we say, right? So it is a title, it is not a person's name there. Like, we say it's a Puranic story. Although the story is not fully right, but still we can try to learn something from this. Like, we say Prime Minister, President Donald Trump. President is a title. Donald Trump may not be president ever, right? So it could change from Donald Trump to another person in future. Similarly, Indra is a title, and this title could change. So when Indra saw that Maharishi Vishwamitra is doing great tapasya, he thought probably tomorrow he will become Indra. He will take over my position. So I have to somehow cancel his tapasya. Somehow I should disturb his tapasya by which I can retain my position and power. So this is the planning. So these are all imaginary stories, but still it is interesting to understand the perspective. So what he does, he orders Menaka to go to Bhulok. He says to Menaka that your only job is to divert Vishwamitra. You must attract Vishwamitra and he must forget his tapasya. That's your only job. So she gets ready and she goes, and then she comes in front of Vishwamitra ji. And slowly Vishwamitra will forget his tapasya and fully get indulged in Menaka. Like 10 years, after 10 years, he will suddenly remember, oh, what is that I am doing? 10 years he will be indulged in Menaka. Both of them will be married and then they will be in Grihastha. Until 10 years, Vishwamitra completely will forget everything. Means he will not be doing his tapasya and all. So this is the story, Puranic story. Whether it happened really or not, that's a question mark. Because see, Devata means a person who is a tapasvi. And king of Devatas, Indra, means a person who is the highest tapasvi. A tapasvi will not have jealousy, first of all, right? Number one. For tapasvi will not have the jealousy, and tapasvi will never think of distracting and disturbing others' tapasya. Tapasvi will always try to help others' tapasya. So these are all Puranic stories. We must understand that, these imaginary stories are written in Puranas to spoil our eternal Vedic culture. But still, people always quote, see, Vishwamitra can get diverted. I'm just a normal person, why not me? So here only we must understand that what happened to Vishwamitra, because we don't study the full story. After several years of getting indulged in attachment with Menaka, because she is so beautiful woman, such a beautiful woman that even a person like Vishwamitra who was doing tapasya, he was unable to control his senses. So normal people like us, we see Menakas every day, and normal girls and women, they also see many beautiful boys, and then so they also get attracted. So how to maintain the sensual control is a question which comes often, and this guy has asked this question directly, so I wanted to clarify. See, galti हर आदमी से होता है. Everybody makes mistake, but what we must understand is how does Vishwamitra rebounds, because Vishwamitra was a Brahma Rishi. He became a Brahma Rishi after this incident. So one day he remembered that I got stuck into this and I have forgotten my tapasya. So now is the time to get out of this. Now I have to take sannyas. Now, he will repent for himself that he has done this. So a person who is in Jagrut avastha we say, right? Pratijagrihi, Tvamishta Purte Samtrijeta Mayancha. In the mantra also it comes. Hey Agni Uto Jago. And Uttishtata Jagrata Prapaya says Emacharya to Nachiketa. So Uto Jago means wake up from your sleep, wake up from your avidya and become Jagrut. A person who is in Jagrut Avastha will make mistake one, but he will not repeat the mistake again. So Vishwamitra, see the example. After Vishwamitra realizes that he has deviated from the path, and when he realizes, he repent, and then he will leave the house. He will leave his grahastha and go back to jungle for tapasya. Then what will Indra do? Indra is watching all these things. Indra will again send Ramba. Again, Puranic story. Ramba is further beautiful than Menaka. And when Ramba also comes to distract Vishwamitra's tapasya, that time is what we must learn, which we never learn from the stories. Vishwamitra bhaga dete hain Ramba ko. He will tell to Ramba, bhag jao, get lost from here. Allow me to do my tapasya. Because this is the lesson he has learnt, and because of his experience, the mistake what he has done, the next time he was aware that I cannot deviate from my tapasya. So first time he did deviate, and second time he did not repeat it. So Ramba could not do anything to him. So the problem is, we people will just read, okay, Vishwamitra could not control, how can we control? See, understand the full story. Even though it's an imaginary story, Vishwamitra got his senses back, and he repent for himself, and then he says to Ramba that just bhag jao, get lost from here, I am not interested in you anymore. Then he will completely focus on his tapasya, and he will become a great tapasvi. And then thereby he will become a Brahma Rishi at one point of time. What we have to see is how we can learn lessons from these kind of stories. Don't say that, you are a tapasvi and Menaka is diverting you. No. No Menaka can divert us when you become a real tapasvi by heart, when you understand these kind of stories, and then always remember that, say, Paramatma, please help me. It's the same thing for a woman. If you are a woman, many women got attracted to men and then they spoiled their tapasya. Similarly, if you are a woman and something is attracting you towards sensuality in your life, remember the story of Vishwamitra. Because end of the day, it's male and female, body is different, but every senses, our emotions are same, our sense organs is same, everything has got the same power to attract. And also we have the same power to control also, right? So if you are a woman or men, it doesn't matter. The story is written as Vishwamitra got attracted to Menaka, but in reality it could be opposite also. A Menaka, a tapaswini, gets attracted towards another normal boy or a man, right? That is also possible. In today's situation also, a girl does not want to, end your tapasya. What she wants is, when she comes to a man, she wants to live with you, that's it. She does not care that, you are a tapasvi, I want to close your tapasya. No, that's not the reality. Maybe some cases can happen. But in reality, she likes to be with you. She likes to be around you. But the problem is, you guys, or we people, we don't want to focus on tapasya, and we get indulged with her. So we cannot pinpoint, many people in my channel, they always pinpoint mistakes with girls. These days girls are like this, these days girls are like this, they dress like this. Last week I met one management member in my company. He was speaking bad about some girls in Bangalore. My thinking was that, why do you see such thing? If some girl is not wearing shirt and in the public area, she is not wearing proper clothing, she is walking, I saw all these things he was telling. He is a senior person, but I was thinking in my mind, you are saying that girl is doing mistake. How did you notice the mistake? You are seeing, you wanted to see that, right? So it's your mistake also. It's not only about the girls. So we must understand, when you want to advance in tapasya path, don't blame others. First try to gain control and learn lesson from Vishwamitra. One time you can do mistake, but second time mistake is commitment. Paramatma also says, ek bar galti ho gayi, theek hai. First time you do a mistake, okay, done a mistake. Second time, learn lesson from it and advance. But the problem what we do is, first time we do mistake, second time we have rag. Rag means attraction towards the same mistake, and we commit ourselves, both men and women. So understand the full story of Vishwamitra. In the full story, we can learn from Vishwamitra that he bounced back. The problem is, we never bounce back. Even after 10 years of losing his age in not doing tapasya, he bounced back and became a Brahma Rishi. So can you bounce back in your life? You can never bounce back, because you just compare the first story of Vishwamitra and Menaka. You don't learn the full lesson. We don't learn the full lesson. The story is written maybe by the author, although it's an imaginary story. The story is written not to defame Vishwamitra, but to tell to public that a person like Vishwamitra, even if he commits mistake, he bounced back. Similarly, you also bounce back. And also one more thing is, don't blame Menaka, don't blame Ramba. In this story, yes, they have been given a job, but in normal life there are Menaka, Ramba, beautiful girls, beautiful women. Don't blame them. They are not here to spoil your tapasya. And if you are a true tapasvi, in Grihastha Ashrama, your wife can be Menaka or Ramba. You both together can focus on tapasya after Grihastha Ashrama, in Grihastha Ashrama also. That's the purpose. In Grihastha Ashrama, Paramatma says, have kids. 1 or 2 kids as per your capacity. Have kids, but after having kids, try to adopt brahmacharya, both husband and wife. And try to do service to Acharya, learn Vedas, and try to help each other in tapasya. The problem is, we always want to get more indulgence in sensuality in Grihastha Ashrama. And that's the reason we are in dukkha. So this is very, very important knowledge which we must learn from. See, these are some of my thinking. You might not agree with me that no, like many people argue with me. No, today's girls are like this. I asked them that, you don't have sisters? Why are you speaking like this? I have a daughter, and I have many daughters. I have many sisters whom I interact with. I know them very well, very well. They are very, very great people. Very, very kind-hearted people. They are tapasvinis, as per my knowledge. So the people whom you know may not be so, but don't generalize all the women are like this. No, it is absolutely wrong, rubbish. And similarly, don't generalize that all the boys are like Vishwamitra. No, there are so many boys who are worst, who just want sexuality from the women, who just see women in a wrong angle. There are so many boys even today, so many men even at the age of 70 years. I got a complaint. I made a video, right, that 70 or 72 years old man, he is misbehaving with his maid who is 25 years old. Misbehaving wrongly means touching in wrong sense. That guy has touched her in some parts. Men also can become like this, and always most of the men of modern times are like this only, because they lack the Brahma Vidya, they lack the understanding that Paramatma is watching. He will strongly punish us. So don't ever blame only the girls. Try to understand that you are also the same. You are also, aap kaun se ket ka muli ho? Please understand that. So when you want to learn from Vishwamitra, learn the full story, and always try to bounce back in life. Doing mistake once is okay. Don't repeat the mistake. Same for me, same for all of you. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.